What is the concept of intrusion triangle and how the information security and protection from authorized access, use, disclosure, disruption, modification, and distraction? Intrusion detection. An intrusion detection system is a system that monitors network traffic for suspicious activity and issues alerts when such activity is discovered. It is a software application that scans a network or a system for the harmful activity or policy breaching. Any malicious venture or violation is normally reported either to an administrator or collected centrally using a security information and event management system. A SIEM system integrates outputs from multiple sources and uses alarm filtering techniques to differentiate malicious activity from false alarms. Although intrusion detection systems monitor networks for potentially malicious activity, they are also exposed to false alarms. Hence, organizations need to fine-tune their IDS products when they first install them. It means properly setting up the intrusion detection system to recognize what normal traffic on the network look like as compared to malicious activity. Intrusion detection system also monitor network packets inbound the system to check the malicious activities involved in it and at once send the warning notifications. Classification of intrusion detection system. Needs. Network intrusion detection system. Needs are set up at a planned point within the network to examine traffic from all devices on the network. It performs an observation of passing traffic on the entire subnet and matches the traffic that is passed on the subnets to the collection of known attacks. Once an attack is identified or abnormal behavior is observed, the alert can be sent to the administrator. HIDS. Host Intrusion Detection System. HIDS run on the independent host or devices on the network. A HIDS monitors the incoming and outgoing packets from the device only and will alert the administrator if suspicious or malicious activity is detected. It takes a snapshot of existing system files and compares it with the previous snapshot. If the analytically system files were edited or deleted, an alert is sent to the administrator to investigate. Protocol-Based Intrusion Detection System (PIDS). Protocol-based intrusion detection comprises a system or agent that would consistently resides at the front end of a server controlling and interpreting the protocol between a user or device and the server. It is trying to secure the web server by regularly monitoring the HTTPS protocol stream and accept the related HTTP protocol. As HTTPS is unencrypted and before instantly entering its web presentation layer, then this system would need to reside in the interface between to use the HTTPS. Application Protocol-Based Intrusion Detection System or APIDS. APIDS Protocol-Based Intrusion Detection System is a system or agent that generally resides within a group of servers. It identifies the intrusions by monitoring and interpreting the communication on application-specific protocols. And lastly, the Hybrid Intrusion Detection System (HIDS). Hybrid intrusion detection system is made by the combination of two or more approaches of the intrusion detection system. In the hybrid intrusion detection system, host agent or system data is combined with network information to develop a complete view of the network system. Hybrid intrusion detection system is more effective in comparison to the other intrusion detection system. Detection method of intrusion detection systems. Signature-based method. Number 1. Signature-based IDS detects the attacks on the basis of the specific patterns such as number of bytes or number of ones or numbers of zeros in the network traffic. It also detects on the basis of the already known malicious instruction sequence that is used by the malware. The detected patterns in the IDS or IDs are known as signatures. Signature-based IDs can easily detect the attacks whose pattern signature already exists in system, but it is quite difficult to detect the new malware attacks as their pattern signature is not known. Number 2. The anomaly-based method. Anomaly-based method was introduced to detect unknown malware attacks as new malware are developed rapidly. It anomaly-based IDs there is use of machine learning to create a trustful activity model, and anything coming is compared with that model and it is declared suspicious. If it is not found in model, machine learning-based method has a better generalized property in comparison to signature-based IDs, as these models can be trained according to the applications and hardware configurations. So what is the relationship and interaction of each digital safety and security terminology to information management system, and give it at least 10 security terminology? We need to understand the security terminology for us to apply the correct security, because how can we know what kind of cyber protection we need if we don't understand today's security terminology? In order for us to apply the proper information management system, we first need to know these terminologies. So here are 10 examples of security terminology that I believe everyone should know. Cybersecurity, data protection, firewall, hacker, malware, physical security, phishing, security information and event management, and threat. Cybersecurity. Strategies for safeguarding computers, networks, programs, and data from unauthorized access or hackers for exploitation, also known as information security, info security, or InfoSec. Data protection. The process of safeguarding information so it doesn't fall into the wrong hands, also known as data privacy or information privacy. Firewall. Hardware or software designed to prevent unauthorized access to a computer or network from another computer or network. Hacker. Someone who violates computer security for malicious reasons, kudos, or personal gain. Intrusion detection system. Program or device used to detect that an attacker is or has attempted unauthorized access to computer resources. Malware. It is any unwanted software developed by hackers to steal data or damage, destroy computer and computer systems. Physical security. The protection and safeguarding of personal and your organization's physical assets from physical actions and events that could cause serious loss or damage. This includes protection from fire, flood, natural disasters, burglary, theft, vandalism, and terrorism. Phishing, method used by criminals to try obtain financial or other confidential information, including usernames and passwords from internet users, usually by sending an email that looks as though it has been sent by a legitimate organization, often a bank. The email usually contains a link to a fake website that looks authentic. Security information and event management, process in which network information is aggregated, sorted, and correlated to detect suspicious activities. Threat, an event or action that can potentially cause negative consequences to a valuable resource or organization. Explain and enumerate the factors that disrupts the physical security and control. Antivirus won't stop a physical attack, while many businesses are starting to wake up to the cyber risk posed by phishing and malware. It is essential that physical security is not neglected without appropriate protection measures in place. Your business is left vulnerable to physical threats. These are the most common physical security risks to companies. Tailgating, theft of documents. Natural events. Other environmental conditions. Unintentionally destructive acts. Tailgating is when an authorized person follows an unauthorized person into a secure area. This will naturally happen as multiple people pass through doors, and only the front has to present identification or a swipe card. The people following behind will simply follow through, making it easy for any unauthorized person to get in without any difficulty. Theft of documents. Your office is likely to have papers and documents lying around in many places. From desks to printer stations, sensitive documents can easily become unaccounted for and fall into the wrong hands. Even if they are not taken from the office, a visitor could see information that you wouldn't want them to see. Natural events. Examples are flood, earthquakes, and tornadoes. Other environmental conditions. Examples are extreme temperature, high humidity, heavy rains, and lightning. Unintentionally destructive acts, such as spilled drinks, overloaded electrical outlets, and bad plumbing. Describe the concepts in preventing accidental compromise of data. Your data is vulnerable when you email work documents to your personal email account. You store sensitive files on an encrypted USB drive, and you upload files to cloud storage without proper security or permission in place. To prevent accidental compromise of data, you should use data loss prevention, DLP. What is DLP? Data loss prevention is a technology that protects sensitive data from getting leaked or stolen. It is a collection of technologies and tools that monitor and protect business data from unauthorized access. There are three types of data loss prevention software, and these are Network DLP, Endpoint DLP, and Cloud DLP. Network DLP. It puts a secure perimeter around the data in motion on the network. As the name indicates, this solution tracks and monitors data as it moves on the company's network, as opposed to the endpoints. If a user attempts to email sensitive information while on a company's network, the Network DLP security would then carry out one or more of several pre-programmed actions, such as encrypting, blocking, quarantining, or auditing the email. It can also notify the administrator of the attempt to send information over email. Network DLP solutions are effective when a computer is connected to network, but its safety net doesn't extend to laptops and devices on the go, away from the network. Endpoint DLP doesn't operate on the network where the data is in motion. Instead, it is installed in each individual device, which is where the endpoints of the network reside. Endpoint DLP security monitors data as it moves to and rest in these endpoints regardless of where they are or how they are connected to the network or internet. It can even detect when sensitive data is saved and encrypted in the files on the devices. Endpoint DLP offers more blanket protection than Network DLP, but it also requires more management. Each device needs to have the Endpoint DLP security software installed on it. This can be challenging logistically when organizations have remote staff. The time and attention required to manage and maintain an Endpoint DLP system should also be considered. Cloud DLP is like Endpoint, but it enforces the rules of the DLP rules and policies on select cloud accounts. It does not form a perimeter around a traditional on-premises network like Network DLP does. Instead, it integrates with cloud tools like Office 365 and Google's G Suite and many others. Explain how to avoid accident and compromised data. Data leak is an overlooked exposure of sensitive data either electronically or physically. Data leaks could occur in the internet via physical devices such as external hard drives or laptops. If a cybercriminal locates a data leak, they can use information to arm themselves for a data breach. One way of avoiding data leak is to change password regularly or use a password manager that generates secure password. Also ensure that all data stored in cloud is properly secured and encrypted with the latest security software. And finally, make regular backups of important data on a separate system such as an external hard drive or cloud.